beautiful friends, thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere. My name is Claire and I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for you, and today's reading is It's Complicated. So maybe you're in a complicated or confusing connection at this time, maybe you're getting mixed messages or you're in no contact. I'm going to take a look at the energy surrounding your connection, what your person is thinking and feeling, any advice from spirit and future energies as well. So I cannot wait to jump in and do this reading for you. I want to put out a trigger warning. My readings contain both light and shade as well. It is never my intention to hurt anybody or to be triggering. I'm just like, the way that I read, I just say what I see in the cards. So please be aware of that if you've not been to the channel before, all right? So I will insert a picture of the crystals. Let's pick a crystal today. Group 1 is the Aura Quartz Point. Group 2 is the Turquoise. And group 3 is the Amethyst Chevron Point. So take as much time as you need. You're welcome to pause the video if you need a little bit more time to make your selection. But when you're ready, your timestamps are below this video, so head to your timestamp and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 1. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful Aura Quartz Point with these lovely inclusions in it. So yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to begin by picking one of these beautiful heart-shaped oracle cards from the Lover's Oracle, just for the energy surrounding your connection. Oh my goodness, this is really beautiful. I don't think I've ever picked this card before. Look at the lovely imagery on this card. It says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that things will work out for the best. Gosh, I'm really feeling that in my heart. I know it's easier said than done to sort of have faith in things. It's so easy for our minds to really dwell on everything that's gone wrong, all the struggles, all the things that have been said, all the things that are confusing, rather than dwelling on the good times that you spent together, the beautiful connection that you have, and where you want things to go. You know, you cannot create a beautiful, bright future when we, dwell on the past and live in the past in our mind and dwell on the difficulties or challenges. So this is so lovely. So a beautiful opening to your reading with that. Let's take a look at your tarot cards to begin, and then I will be pulling some oracle cards as well. So you get the Tower, Judgment, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Knight of Cups in reverse, the Moon, Queen of Swords in reverse, 9 of Cups, the Empress, and then you get, Hanged Man, oh my goodness, the 2 of Cups and the Hierophant to close your reading. So Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus energy here, Libra's energy as well, Pisces energy. So that may resonate with you, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus in your situation. I've just got to create a bit of space for this because I've got all my decks on the table as well. So this is the general energy that we're looking at here, the Tower, the Judgment and the 10 of Swords. I see like maybe there is some bad feeling between you right now, some resentment. It could symbolize a breakup as well. Perhaps you're in a breakup or no contact. I feel like there was a kind of revelation in this connection. I've got to say this is quite a specific reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. If you find for whatever reason it isn't your message, then check out one of the other groups or one of the other picker cards in my playlist. Spirit does want to connect with you today, but I feel like this really indicates definitely an argument or a breakdown in communication. It feels like it's been a revelation, like you found something out about them or they found something out about you. The energies can always be vice versa. And it's just like, well, if that's the case, I'm done. So it could be like that you're just like, if you're going to continue to talk to this person, I'm done. Or if this is how things stand, then I'm done, right? Or like, you know, you've drawn some kind of line in the sand and just been like, this isn't good enough for me, or this doesn't feel good to me, or this is not okay. If you can't, maybe it's like, if you can't give me a solid answer about what it is that you want, or who I am to you or how you feel, then I'm out, I'm done, right? That's the sort of energy that I'm picking up on. Now, this could be more kind of external. It feels like that with this tower energy, that this is something that's really kind of been expressed. But, you know, it could be something that you've been processing internally, sort of emotionally, where it's kind of a revelation or a realization within of just being like, you know, I'm not going to put up with this, or this isn't meeting my needs, or this isn't good enough. And there's that kind of realization within yourself of just like, I can't move forward with this, being in this situation, you know, however it resonates for you, being in this situation is making me feel really bad, and it's draining some of my energy, and therefore I don't want to go on with that. So I'm feeling like there's a lot of drama around this connection. I don't think you want drama. I just feel like maybe what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's escalated, right? There's been some sort of situation that was kind of simmering away, and it's now escalated. So maybe it's become very intense. Maybe that's the energy that I'm picking up on. I see that here. Now, taking a look at your person's energy, you get the Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Moon. So I feel like there's this energy here where they're not willing to apologize, and they're being very stubborn, right, in their energy of just being like, I'm right, or like it's like they're holding on to this, whatever it is, they're holding on to that resentment or that anger or that their ability or their kind of perception that they're right, and they're holding on to that, but it's hurting you, but it's also hurting themselves, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some immaturity here as well, that maybe there's been some pettiness, or they've been a bit low in some way. I don't think it means that they're a bad person. What I'm seeing is two people who've been really triggered, okay? And we've got this Moon energy, so there is this energy of kind of their shadow selves. So I feel like, so it could be, you know, something in their shadow that's been triggered here. There is regret here. See, at the base of it, what I'm hearing from Spirit is they feel ashamed. There is shame, right? So the way I perceive it is they're acting like everything's cool. I don't care. This is the energy that they're giving out, or I'm not that bothered, or maybe they're doing all this, you know, I don't know what the problem is. It's no big deal, right? Maybe it's kind of that energy. It's no big deal, or it shouldn't be a big deal to you, or it's not invalidating is what I'm hearing. So instead of like trying to work out and listening to you and trying to meet your needs, it's just like, I'm not bothered about this, or, you know, it's no big deal. It's trying to minimize your feelings or your opinion or the way that you perceive it. Now, you need to know that you're, you know, to hold on to your truth, and that, you know, your feelings are valid, right? So there is that energy there. But this is a defense mechanism, and what they feel deep down is they feel shame for something that they've said, or for kind of how they've shown up for you. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. They could be a really good person, but they've just, you know, they've been triggered, or, you know, there's some sort of shadow aspect. When we get into these romantic connections, they do really, they bring out the best in us, and they can bring out the worst in us as well. They really kind of contest our mettle sometimes. So I just want to put that out there. But like, there's deep shame here, like for something that they've said or something that they've done, or for maybe just kind of who they are. But they're very much keeping a lid on that. They're kind of not connected to that. They don't understand that that's how they feel. So there's a kind of veneer of kind of invalidating or sort of minimizing things, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you may feel very distant from this person, like you can't sense their energy, or you don't know what's going on with them. Like maybe it feels like all the feelings and the emotions have kind of drained away. Maybe it feels like they've taken away that offer of love that they had for you, right? And that you're not sure how they feel now. It feels like there's just this energy of just like you can't connect to their energy, and you just don't know what's going on, and they want this. They've kind of drawn a veil over it. This is, if you can't pick up on their energy, or you don't know what's going on, this is what they want, because it kind of leaves you a little bit off balance, because then you get into this loop, this cycle of trying to guess, right? Oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? And then you pour more of your thoughts into it, more of your energy into it, right? and it leaves you feeling a little bit off balance. So they're like, I don't think consciously they're doing this, but subconsciously it's kind of a way of kind of for them to kind of keep things contained and be in control. So I see a lot of that here, but look at this. Their feelings for you, Queen of Swords in the reverse, you get the Nine of Cups and the Empress. They are crazy about you. What they want, their greatest wish, right, is like to be accepted by you. Because they have this deep, deep shame within them for kind of how they're showing up for you, or whatever it is that's happened, how it resonates in your situation. But their wish is that you will be open to them, that you can kind of, because what they fear is if they come towards you, that you know, you're going to have to talk about this more and they're not going to know what to say, or that they don't know what to do to make it right. But they want this sort of gentleness, this kind of compassion for them, because inside they're hurting. And they're struggling is what I'm seeing, but their greatest wish is to have this kind of emotional fulfillment. They see you as kind of very, very special. And it's because you are very, very special, right? But they see you as like up on the pedestal. They see you as kind of like maybe a little bit too good for them. Like maybe there's a little bit of self-sabotage here, because they're just like, well, why would he or she be interested in me? When I'm just this person, you know? So it's like they see you as very attractive, and they've got, you know, they've got so much love for you here, you know, like this is the, like I just sense when it's good with you guys, it's really, really good. When you're feeling it, you're really vibing, and they've just never felt this way about anybody before. You bring them so, you're like a dream come true is what I'm hearing. This beautiful dream come true. They want to kind of grow this with you. They want to experience this with you. And yet maybe they don't have the emotional range or the skills to kind of connect with somebody like this. You know, we all do the best that we can with the information that we have. But there is like, their greatest wish is to be with you, regardless of your gender, with the Empress. This is just like, this is just about like abundance and love and just like fertility, not necessarily, you know, having babies or anything like that, but just like, it feels like fertile ground for which you can kind of grow something together for the future. So, but like I was saying with this moon energy, they're keeping this really hidden, but their greatest wish is for you to accept them, so that, to make this work for the long term, to kind of grow this with you and like experience this. Because deep down they want to be loved, and they want to be loved by you. So it's interesting, because the way that they're showing up is like not necessarily in alignment with that, but they do want to experience that. Let's look at the future energies. This is so beautiful. You get the Hanged Man in the reverse, interesting, and then the Two of Cups and the Hierophant, right? So they're kind of getting unstuck from this. I feel like they've kind of come unstuck as a result of this. They feel a lot of discomfort is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And there's something about this where they're just, they've had this realization of like, I can't be this person, or I can't be showing up in this way anymore. You know, I've got to dig deeper. I've got to kind of find like a way of coping, right? Like kind of leveling up in some way, which is so nice. And there is this kind of, there's this feeling of release. So maybe you had to kind of break down to break through. Maybe you needed to go through some of this in order to understand each other better, right? To understand each other's fears, or to, you know, to kind of see the real person and just see like, is it still worth it? So there is this kind of beautiful energy of release. Which is freeing up, just like a lot of energy, it's like freeing up a pathway to kind of make this happen. And what do you have? You've got the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. So definitely a soulmate connection between you both, a deep connection. If you're feeling it like that, if you're feeling it as like a kind of soulmate energy, if it feels like a deep connection, this is why. Could be a twin flame as well. But the future energies are really favorable. I've got to say, it really looks like this is something that, you know, if you focus on the positive, that you can kind of work through this, you know, work through this kind of complicated or confusing situation that you're going through right now in order to create union and to grow. This is just like, this really says very strongly that this, you know, when you've got the Two of Cups like this next to the Hierophant, this is really saying this is blessed by spirit. This union, this connection between you both is spiritually blessed from the heavens, you know? So like you were kind of destined to meet each other and to have these experiences. And like, you know, they're exchanging these cups, so you're kind of giving each other gifts. Those gifts may be, you know, life lessons really, or lessons in love and relationships. And I see that here with the Hierophant as well, that there's a lot of spiritual growth here. There's, as a result of this connection, you are learning from one another on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path through life. But I see this as a union. So I see this as very favorable, that you can work through this, you know, connecting to the right energies and, you know, taking positive action because they want to be with you. In their heart of hearts, even if they've been a bit self-sabotaging or whatever, they want to be with you and commit to you. You know, this could symbolize a marriage. You know, when I see these two together, this is a powerful combination, but definitely a deeper level of commitment. You know, and we've got the Empress as well. A deeper level of commitment for the future, you know, being able to kind of grow this and take this forward and be committed to you, right? Just being like, yes, you're the one that I want. It's like they feel better with you, is what I'm hearing. They don't like this, right? Yeah, they may be a little bit closed off to you. They may be kind of licking their wounds a little bit. They may be like trying to protect themselves by, you know, taking this stance that, yeah, I'm right and you're wrong and your feelings aren't legitimate and all of this. But at the end of the day, it's a passing phase, okay? They're just trying to protect themselves and they want to be with you. Which I think is really nice. Let's take a look. Which deck is this? This is the, I think it's the Galaxy of Lovers deck. What's going on with my hair? Let's sort that out. There we go. Right. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. You get the card Numbing. This is what I was saying, where they've kind of closed themselves off to you. So they're not connecting to their feelings. This is exactly what I was picking up on. They're just not connecting to their feelings in this situation, because it's like a bit too painful for them. So it's easier just to kind of take a step back and to distract themselves with other things. So I see that here, and that may be why you can't connect with them, and you feel like you can't kind of sense their energy. Okay, this is an interesting one. It says, look in a book, from the Fairies Oracle deck. Why won't it focus? Nobody knows. There you go. Got there in the end. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring you the insight you seek. That's a very interesting message from Spirit there. So maybe there's a book on your reading list that you've been meaning to get for ages, you know, something to do with love and relationships, or something to do with spirituality. It's going to bring you some sort of wisdom that's going to kind of help you with this, or maybe about psychology or something like this. So if there's been a book that you've been meaning to read, that you've got kind of queued up on YouTube or on Audible or wherever, or just like on your reading list somewhere, then Spirit is really saying you might, that you might want to read that. Sorry, this one just absolutely leapt out. These are the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck. If I put my hand here, oh, there we go. It drives me bananas when it won't focus straight away. It says, I'm so angry with myself. This is why they don't want to come forward to you, and why they're like a little bit closed off to you, a little bit shut down. It's because they're experiencing like a lot of this anger. They just know that they can be better than this, right? They know that because they're a much better person than this, and they don't know why they've done it. I have a secret. I see that here. I feel like for some of you, the secret may have already come out, and this is kind of this is what Spirit is kind of highlighting here, and that, you know, this is what's caused like a little bit of a breakdown in this connection, but also with this moon energy, this is just mirroring this energy where they're being quite closed off with their own emotions. This secret is really just like what we've been talking about, where they're kind of showing up one way, but they feel very differently within themselves. So they're kind of at odds with one another. I want to pick one of these from, what is this? The Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love each other deeply. This is a card 10, breaks down to a 1 that may be significant to you. So you can grow the love in your life by treasuring the love that you already have in your life. And, you know, that really kind of keeps your heart open, because when you're experiencing a lot of frustration, it can be beneficial for you to kind of focus on the love that you already have in your life and the people around you who care about you, right? It's, well, this one wants to come out. We have the card Clinging. Says holding on, obsessing, watching. So they're definitely watching you from afar, right? You know, maybe asking around about you or checking out your social media. Because they're thinking about you. You're very much on their mind, is what I'm sensing. We have the card Empty as well. So it's just like, this really chimes in with that card, that numbing card of them kind of not wanting to feel their emotions, and they feel like a little bit numb, a little bit empty as well. And also their life feels empty without you. If you are in separation or you've just agreed to have a little break, they're really feeling your absence at this time. So but yeah, I do see like a good outcome for this connection. This is a very you know, very positive sign for you. That's everything that I have for you in this reading. It has been super lovely. It's been my honor to read your cards, as always. If you feel called to, please check out my friend Misha. She reads the Akashic Records. If you want to get an insight into this connection or into broader things like your own soul's path, your own soul's lessons, your journey through this life or your past lives, then Misha is very gifted. She can really help you to do that. And she does a 15-minute consultation where you can see if you kind of vibe with one another and whether this experience is for you. If you want to find out more about getting your Akashic Records read, if that's something that you are interested in, it's in the description box below this video. And if you want more free tarot, then check us out on Instagram, Lumiere_mystic. I've got free tarot, I do special offers, and you get pictures of my rabbits. So yeah, loads of good stuff over there. It's quite an exclusive little group of Loomies over on Instagram if you want to check us out there. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you love and blessings in your situation, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful turquoise crystal. I'm going to begin your reading by drawing one of these beautiful cards. This is the Lover's Oracle. These beautiful heart-shaped cards. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is such a beautiful image, and I don't think I've ever pulled one of these cards before. It says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So maybe it's the case that you need to bring a little bit of fun and laughter back into this connection if it's got like too serious, if you are thinking too many steps ahead into the future. You know, this can really kind of freak us out. You know, maybe it's freaking your person out or scaring them, or it scares you, or things have got too serious. Remember, love should be fun. So yeah, I think that's just a little reminder there of just kind of like you know, and to dwell on the good times as well, the lovely experiences and connection and conversation and good times that you've had together. You know, dwell on that energy in this connection, right? To invite more of that same energy into this relationship. Right, let's take a look at your tarot. Opening the reading with Queen of Wands, you get the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, King of Swords, lots of Swords energy here. You get Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. Mixed energies here in your reading. I see Cancer's energy here. Let's take a look. Leo's energy as well. Pisces, Scorpio. That may resonate with you in your situation. And Libra's energy as well. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So this is interesting. This is like the general energy surrounding this connection right now. There is a lot of passion here. You know, you are very magnetically drawn to each other. There's a lot of attraction here. There's a kind of pull between you both that I think you can really sense. But it feels like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's gone cold with this Four of Swords. So maybe your person has gone cold on you. Maybe you feel like they were kind of all in and you felt like it was really going in a particular direction, right? And they were kind of into you, and then things have kind of cooled down a little bit. And maybe you feel like you've had the rug pulled from underneath you, or it's made you feel a little bit unsettled because now you don't know where you stand. But, excuse me, there's definitely this energy of kind of cooling off. Okay, so maybe they were all in at the beginning and they were blowing up your phone and they wanted to spend all their time with you, and then there's this energy of like things have kind of settled down, or it's cool, they've cooled off a little bit. Now, I've got to say, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know it can make you feel very unsure or uncertain, right? But there's one thing of just like, if it has been very intense and it started off like that isn't sustainable, right? It's going to burn out quickly when we get into that pattern. And it's easy to do when you meet someone who you're really attracted to and it's really exciting, but it can burn out quickly. And also, I sense that maybe your person feels like they've pulled away a little bit. They may be saying, no, I haven't, but you have sensed a change, or seen, in fact, a change in their behavior, and it's making you feel worried about things. Because they've pulled away. Now, sometimes in relationships, people do need to pull away in order to regain their equilibrium. You know, if it has been very intense, if they have put a lot of their time and focus and attention into something, we can begin to feel like things are a little bit off, neglecting other areas of our life, our responsibilities, right? Our family, our friends, the things that we enjoy doing, and we can begin to feel a little bit off. And then when that happens, it is natural to want to pull away. Also, when it feels like it gets very serious, then there can be that natural desire just to pull back a little bit. You know, when things feel very real, it can come as like a little bit of a shock. It can feel very intense, and there can be a natural desire to kind of pull away from that. Maybe to protect ourselves, or just to kind of get some headspace, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And I see this here. So I sense that there's definitely this energy of cooling off, or that your person has pulled away, and that this is like creating a lot of sorrow around this. You know, maybe you feel, maybe you do feel heartbroken. Okay, maybe I sense that there's like a lot of worry here of like, well, what's going to happen? How do they feel about me? There's this sense of kind of a huge disappointment of like, like if you've been riding high on those feelings of kind of joy and excitement and intensity, it can feel like quite a sharp drop down. So there is this kind of sense of loss here with this Three of Wands energy around this connection, right? Maybe you've agreed to go on a break. Maybe your person has said that they need some space, or they need some time to do something, or to kind of think things through. And that is causing, you know, this feeling of kind of disappointment and loss. You know, maybe you're saying, well, if you love me, you wouldn't need this, or you wouldn't be with me, but that isn't necessarily the case. So I just feel like if they have needed some space, or they have pulled away, this is kind of like, what I keep hearing from spirits, it's very natural. It's a very natural part of relationships to kind of be together and to be very intense, and then to kind of pull away a little bit. So it can be part of like a bigger cycle, which is very natural. It doesn't mean it's over, or that you're never going to see them again, or that they don't love you. It can just be this energy that they want to come home to themselves, or have a bit of time to think about things, and kind of, or just regain their balance. things have been kind of very intense, but they're very, very attracted to you. There's a lot of fire in this connection, a lot of passion that I'm seeing. So yeah, their energy right now is super interesting. You get the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Okay, this is how they're showing up in this reading. This is their energy. I sense that your person isn't very good at expressing how they feel, right? This is what I'm hearing. And as a result of that, it's leading to like a lot of confusion. So I feel like there may be a misunderstanding, or you may be feeling a certain way and you don't need to feel that way, but it's because they haven't expressed it to you. They didn't tell you what's going on in their mind or how it is that you feel, how they feel, how are you meant to know? And then what I'm hearing is that you're left in the dark, right? And then, there's all these monsters in the dark, and you're just like, all these fears. I've been abandoned, I'm unlovable, I'm not good enough, right? All of this comes out in that darkness. So I sense that your person isn't the best about being able to identify how they feel and express that to you, and that they've kept you in the dark a little bit about this. I also sense that they are, there's this, excuse me, this is unhelpful. They're being like, they're letting they're letting their head rule their heart. That's what I'm picking up on. So it's like your person's quite pragmatic when it comes to love and relationships, or when it comes to life. They've got certain goals and they see a future, a particular future for themselves, or like they want to go in a particular direction. I see that here with this Three of Wands. And they're quite pragmatic in a way. Right, and this is good. It means that they have kind of some maturity to their character and to kind of bring to a relationship, because it isn't all rainbows and unicorns. It can be sometimes, but there does need this dose of realism here. So maybe it has been that you've kind of been living in a bit of a beautiful fantasy world and kind of living on cloud nine, and things have been very intense, and a lot of flirtation, and it's been really fun. But now it's kind of, what I'm hearing is back down to earth with a bump. So maybe there's a bit of kind of real life kind of coming in, responsibilities, and having to think about money and work and things like this. So it may be that they need some time to kind of think about things. There is love here though. There is love here. They may be letting their head rule their heart, but their heart is, this is at the center of how they feel. They feel this beautiful love for you all the time. And I just, and it's just like this, the image on this card is of like a hand holding out this cup that's overflowing, right? Which represents the heart. So it's just like they're holding their heart out to you. And there is this kind of dove of peace on here as well. They like harmony as well. Your person doesn't want any drama. They like things to be harmonious. So, yeah, this is what I'm sensing. But they're in this energy of, they are invested in this, and they want to grow this as well. It's like they're thinking it through, and they're thinking, how can I include you in my future? How can I include this person? Or how can I include this connection, this relationship in my future, and where it is that I'm going, and my goals, and what is it that I want for the future? Right, do I want to continue to invest in this? And your person does want to continue to invest in this and kind of explore this further, is what I'm hearing. Kind of grow this, experience more of this, experience the next chapter of this connection, is what I'm seeing in this. So their feelings for you are interesting, because we've got the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. So they want to create this stability. This is the 11-11 card with this Four of Wands. So they want to create something stable. Like I was saying, they don't like drama. They don't like drama, but they do want to create a relationship with you. This is really strongly indicated here. Something that's stable. I sense that they're the sort of person that likes to be in a relationship, they would like to at this stage in their life, that they're not a player, or if they have been in the past, they're sort of kind of ready to kind of leave that behind them a little bit now. I don't sense that they are really, but they're the sort of person who they don't want to play the field. They like to be in a relationship. It makes them feel nourished. It makes them feel fulfilled. It makes them feel good. But there is this energy here where, what I'm hearing from Spirit very strongly is doubt. with this Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands in the reverse. They've got some doubts in themselves, in their own energy, right? About what to do for the best and how to create, you know, a future with you. And it's like they're unsure of themselves. Like they're unsure whether they can meet your needs. They're unsure whether they want to, I sense that this is like a really, really good person, and they never want to hurt anybody, and they want to do the right thing. And there is this doubt within them of just like, what if I can't do it? Okay, what if I can't commit? What if I mess it up? What if I make a mistake? What if I can't meet their needs? So a little bit of doubt here, which is causing them kind of not to take action and to be a little bit afraid of the future. And you may be picking up on that in this situation, but they do want to create something that's kind of really solid for the future with you. Talking in the future, looking at future energies, you get the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. This is really nice. So what I love about this is that I see this as this is a emotional fulfillment. This is a wish being fulfilled. So if your wish is to kind of overcome these problems and challenges, or to connect with this person, I see that, and your person wants this as well. So I see a lot of happiness between you both. This mirrors this playfulness that we were talking about at the beginning of the reading as well, which I think is really interesting. You know, it feels quite light-hearted. This Chariot energy is interesting as well. This shows the ability to be able to overcome any problems or challenges that you've had, right? In communication, in kind of getting on the same page, in whatever it is. This is like a strong indication that you can work through this together with this Three of Pentacles, that you can kind of work on this to find solutions, to find resolution, right? And to find a compromise is what I'm hearing as well. There's also, it's interesting because this Chariot energy is all about like marrying the needs of the head and the heart, and we see that with your person, that they're conflicted between what their heart wants and what their head is saying, right? Because they've got this streak of kind of being very sensible, or kind of being very logical, or being pragmatic, and being able to kind of marry those things up together. So they want to work on this with you. I see them as very grounded, actually. I see them as very grounded and wanting to kind of work on this with you, and kind of, I see a lot of progress. I see a lot of progress being made. You know, being able to talk together, talk to one another, to be able to work together to find solutions to this, and to be able to move forward. And this is going to create like a lot of happiness for you both. So let's see what else we have in your oracle cards. Got two. Oh, this is so nice. We have Take a Chance on Love. This is a 23, breaks down to a 5. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So yeah, I absolutely love that. So I just feel like this is your person may have pulled away in order to have a chance to reflect, but I think it looks like their conclusion is just like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to overcome my fears of the what ifs, what if this, what if that, to be able to kind of move forward with this, to take a chance on this connection, on this love. So I see that, it's really nice. And then we have the beautiful card of a romance, and that is a 25, breaks down to a 7. So maybe your person is very romantic. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And then there's these two kind of mermaidy people kind of looking at each other in the eye, kind of gazing into one another's eyes. I think this is so beautiful. So yeah, and kind of dancing together as well. That kind of flow, like it's a dance between you both. I sense that there's here, what I'm hearing as well, you know, looking at these cards, there's something about this. This is to do with like their comfort zone, right? With this Four of Wands, and then this kind of fear that they've had. They're kind of afraid of kind of getting out of their comfort zone, of what feels good to them emotionally. So there's something about this that is kind of new territory for them, and it feels a little bit like they're out of their comfort zone, is what I'm seeing. But I feel like they're going to be able to overcome that and find you know, a place that feels good to them, to be able to move forward with this in a way that they can be confident, right? And I see them being able to kind of be romantic with you, you know, to share romantic feelings, romantic experiences, maybe make a romantic gesture as well. I want to pick one from the Fairies Oracle deck. We love this. This is interesting. It says, ask for help. It says, angels and celestial beings who protect everyone. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Okay, so you do have like, you know, angels and spirit guides all around you, even if, you know, you're not intuitive or you don't feel that way or you can't sense their presence. Just know that they are there for you, supporting you through this kind of change or this challenge at this time. But also, this is so nice, they're kind of reaching out to each other, and this Three of Pentacles is about kind of helping one another, right? So there is this energy here of you kind of being able to kind of both compromise, and it's like you want to make it work, they want to make it work. They're going to be willing to listen to you, you can listen to them. I see that here, which I think is really nice. I'm going to pick one of these. This is the Romance Angels deck. New love, so I feel like your love will be renewed with this person, that they'll be able to you know, have a fresh start in this connection. There you go. It does focus eventually. Let's take a look. This is the Myth and Fire deck. Oh, I love this. It's calm after the storm. So, you know, if there's been some challenges, or like if you feel like your emotions have been like a little bit chaotic, and it's been a little bit up and down, you know, your person doesn't like that. And I sense that you don't either. So there is this kind of calmer energy of harmony coming in for you, right? And what I'm hearing is things kind of settling down as well. So like if your emotions have got a bit intense, if their emotions have got a little bit intense, things are really settling down into something that's much more harmonious between you both. And look, these beautiful kind of holding hands of them being able to kind of reach out to you. So this is what I'm hearing from Spirit, that they will be able to kind of reach out to you with this kind of, maybe with an olive branch if that's what's needed, or just like, I see like a lot of gentle energy here. Of them kind of like being a really good person and kind of wanting to make things right. So whatever it is that's going on. So that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. It's been a really beautiful reading. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. Do give it a like as well. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the internet. What do I want to say? Oh yeah, do check out my friend Starla. She is a manifestation coach. So if you are looking to manifest a soulmate or a specific person, or you know, maybe you've got financial goals that you're trying to manifest, you want to learn more about manifestation and kind of breaking through your own blocks and barriers, then Starla is the girl for you. She can really help you out. This isn't sponsored. Starla is just my friend, so I give her a shout out on the channel from time to time. If you are looking for someone to guide you on your manifestation journey towards your heart's desire, then Starla is the girl to help you out. All her details are linked in the description box. If you scroll right down, you will find her details. All right, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you love and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 3, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful amethyst chevron point. Sorry, my hand's a little bit red. I've just had it around this lovely cup of tea. It is blowing a gale out there, so you may be able to hear some of the weather picking up on the audio. So just to make you aware of that before we jump in. So I'm going to start by choosing one of these beautiful cards. This is the Lover's Oracle, this beautiful heart-shaped deck. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever see one that you like. So this is the card that is for you. I want to look at the energy surrounding you both. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. So maybe there's a little bit of resistance in this connection. Maybe there's that kind of natural need to kind of want to control things a little bit, you know, so that you don't get hurt, or that your person doesn't get hurt. I know it's easier said than done. I'm useless at this, going with the flow. But you know, we can choose that energy, that frequency. You know, one of my favorite affirmations is only good can come my way, and everything is working out in my favor. So despite appearances, despite how things seem, right, at that time, instead of like casting judgment over that and just being like, well, this is terrible, or this is never going to work, or this isn't going to happen, or, you know, now I'm going to get my heart broken, we can choose to step into that frequency of just like, doesn't matter what has happened in the past doesn't exist, or how I perceive this situation, right? I'm going to choose to just know that this is a stepping stone on the journey, and that as it unfolds, it's unfolding for my highest good, right? So that's what I'm picking up on for you. I'm going to begin with your tarot. I picked these cards in the pre-meditation, and then I'm going to draw some oracle cards for you as we go along as well. Get King of Swords to open your reading, the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, Temperance, Page of Wands in reverse, Death, Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, and then you get the Fool, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups to close your reading. This is super interesting. So I see Leo's energy here, Scorpio energy as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe the case, Sagittarius energy, and Virgo's energy very strongly. Virgo's energy represented here 3 times, so that may resonate with you, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, it's always worth knowing your full chart and the full chart of the person who you are connecting with. You can look it up on the internet. If you know their birthday, you can find out what their astrological chart is. Let's say, this is so interesting. I was laughing when I was putting these cards because there's this energy here of just like, it's like 2 people that have turned their back on each other a little bit. Is what I'm sensing, or just like, I don't know whether you've agreed to go your separate ways, or maybe you've agreed to kind of maybe not do this. Maybe you're like, what I'm hearing is the timing isn't right, or you think the timing isn't right, or they think the timing isn't right. Or it's just 2 people that like, I don't know, like have no clue how the other one feels. I feel like you're very much, it could be that you're separated or that you're in separation, but I'm just seeing you as like 2 separate entities right now. And just like, you're working on your goals and dreams, your person's, you know, busy doing their life, and kind of dealing with their responsibilities in their life, and you're just kind of like going along these parallel lines but separate, right? So maybe you can, it feels like it's a little bit dialed down, but it feels very ambiguous. Like, you're just like, well, is this a thing? Do you like me? So there could be that energy there. It just feels like there's this kind of either spoken or unspoken agreement where you're just like, no, this isn't a thing, or we should just be friends, or we should take a break from this right now. There's like this energy with this King of Swords of like, this is the sensible thing to do, right? I feel like you've both got responsibilities, you're both doing stuff, and that's kind of taking precedent. It's like you're letting your head rule your heart, of just like not kind of getting swept away in these emotions, being quite sensible, you know, just being like, oh, well, you're doing this or we're doing this, or, you know, we live miles away from one another, or just like, this isn't possible, or something. I don't know what the energy is, but it's just like, just letting your head rule your heart, either you or your person or both of you. It's just like, this is the kind of sensible option, that we don't do this right now, or that this isn't a thing, or just like there's just been this, it's like what I'm hearing is you're tiptoeing around each other, right, for fear of kind of looking foolish or not wanting to upset the other person, or kind of you know, maybe it's all water under the bridge if you've already got history with this person, and so you're kind of doing your thing and they're kind of doing their thing, right, regardless of kind of where you're at. This is what I'm kind of seeing. And so there is a coolness here in this connection. Like, it's like you're both playing it cool and hiding how you really feel, right? For fear of kind of losing face, or, you know, looking, feeling you know, like you don't want to look stupid in front of the other person by kind of being too much or kind of showing up in a way that they don't want, right? This is what I'm sensing here. So their energy is also really interesting. The person doesn't like drama, it's what I'm picking up on. They like to kind of keep things peaceful. They don't want to upset you. They want to create something that's really balanced, because we've got this Four of Wands, which is all about kind of being grounded, creating something solid, something stable. And then we've got this beautiful Temperance energy of just like, let's just keep things balanced. So what I'm sensing, what I'm hearing from Spirit is that they're being very, very cautious, overly cautious is what I'm hearing. And I don't know why that is. They want to tread, I'm getting this image again of kind of treading lightly around you, for not wanting to kind of upset the equilibrium or upset the balance of things. Maybe because you've got a friendship, or because like you work together, or you're in the same friendship group. There's something here where it feels like it's quite, it has to be quite carefully managed or carefully balanced in some way. In this connection, like it's got to be considered, is what I'm picking up on. This is quite a specific message. Remember, if it's not your message, it can't possibly resonate with everyone out there in a general reading. So maybe choose another one of the groups, or just take what resonates. Sometimes we can have one of these readings and you're just like, this isn't my story, or this isn't resonating with me, and there'll be one thing that is so direct, and that's the message that Spirit wants to bring you. So, you know, if you can come to these readings, whether it's this one or somebody else or another channel, with this kind of openness, then Spirit will always connect with you. So there's this energy of kind of wanting equilibrium, not wanting to rock the boat, is what I'm hearing. And I don't know why that is. You're going to have to take it how it resonates in your situation. Like, not what, you know, maybe it's because they don't want to get back into a cycle of kind of challenge, or, you know, you're kind of in a good place, is what I'm hearing right now. And maybe that hasn't always been the case. So very, very measured. And I'm kind of, they're not taking action like right now. And it's because they're in this energy of being very, very cautious about things, because they don't want to rock the boat. They're kind of tiptoeing around you. And I sense that you are tiptoeing around them, or around this situation. Okay, maybe you're feeling it, but it's been unspoken. Okay, maybe you're feeling like there's something here, or there's something still here, but it's as yet unspoken between you. You know, it hasn't been like fully expressed. Their feelings at this time are interesting. We've got Death, you've got the Ace of Cups, and you've got the Nine of Wands here. Scorpio's energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio represented here. I feel like there's going to be a change here. I feel like they're going to be able to express this love to you. This is at the center of how they feel, this beautiful Ace of Cups. So, you know, they are holding out their heart to you. They do have loving feelings towards you. If you're not sure about this, don't doubt it, because they do have loving feelings towards you. Their heart is full of this love that they have for you. So I see a change in this, and I feel like you're nearly there, right? You're nearly there with this kind of breakthrough of kind of getting there. I sense your person has maybe been hurt in the past. It could be the case that maybe they've hurt somebody else in the past, and it was awful for them. You know, like, you know, that they didn't, that it weighed very heavily on their heart that they'd hurt this person, and they don't want to hurt you. Right, is what I'm sensing. But I do see a big positive change coming, and a shift in the energies, right, with this, okay, that you can kind of put this to bed, whatever it is. this kind of energy, or this kind of stalemate, or wherever it is that you're at, in order to connect with this love. So they will be able to kind of overcome that. They're very, very nearly there. But I sense that your person has been hurt in the past, and again, they're being very cautious about this love. What I'm hearing from Spirit is take it slowly, right? So, you know, maybe this is what feels good to your person. This is how they feel safe. You know, it's just like one step at a time, not too intense, taking it slowly. And this is what they want. And maybe they've learned that lesson the hard way, or you have, right? Is what I'm picking up on. You get the Fool, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups for your outcome in this situation. So I really love this. They are going to be able to get over or overcome their reticence, or their kind of resistance to this connection, right? And take that leap of faith, you know, kind of jump into this, jump in. They feel like there is such a strong energy of them feeling very unsure. Maybe they're very unsure when it comes to relationships. They don't feel like it's their strong point. Maybe they're very unsure of kind of how you feel or where this is heading. But whatever it is, it's clearly indicated here in your reading that they are going to be able to kind of overcome that resistance that they have to taking that leap of faith. But when they do, look at this. It's like everything that you want or everything that your person wants is on the other side of their fear. And look, this is the outcome, this beautiful Nine of Cups energy, this kind of fulfillment and satisfaction of kind of shared. It's like going to bring you both so much happiness, right? As a result of kind of taking that leap of faith. There's this energy of will they, won't they in this reading that I'm saying. Will they, won't they? Okay, or should we? Should we do this? Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know how this is resonating with you. You know, why there's this energy in here of kind of maybe we shouldn't do this or we shouldn't give this another go. But I really see them being able to kind of get behind this, to kind of overcome this and move forward, you know, to go on this journey with you. And it's going to bring a lot of emotional satisfaction, a lot of kind of shared loving energy between you both. It's going to be like, you know, this is like a little bit of a dream come true as well. So it's going to feel really good. So looking at this spread, you know, opening this reading with these two people who kind of aren't very sure, who are kind of doing their own thing, and then kind of closing the reading with this, I think is really lovely. So I've been called, Spirit saying go to the Fairies Oracle deck. Let's draw some lovely Oracle cards for you. See what messages we have around your situation. Celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. I love this. Oh my goodness. I got butterflies when I saw this. This is just like an invitation could be on the way. So, you know, maybe they're going to get in touch with you. Maybe they're going to ask you out for that coffee or just say, you know, let's do something. I see your person being able to kind of invite you to something. Maybe you want to come to this wedding with me. You know, maybe we should go out for dinner. Maybe we should hang out on Sunday, right? This is what I'm seeing coming up for you. And it feels like very exciting. I think it's going to make you very happy that they do this. It's going to be like, yes, I'm getting the green light with this, right? What do I want to go with? Oh my goodness, I feel overwhelmed. I've got all the decks out. All the decks today. This is the... can't remember the name of this one. Never mind. Oh, we have direction. This is really nice. So kind of like choosing a direction to go in that direction is you kind of going like in the same direction, right? Together. So this connection is taking a new direction and kind of moving forward. This is like a clear road before you with no obstacles, no blockages. This is just like a clear path before you for which you can travel down. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is just like an easy path. Okay, the path of least resistance as well is what I'm hearing. So that is really lovely to see that in this. Let's pick one of these. This is the Myth and Fire deck. You get tie the knot. So whether or not this kind of indicates marriage, it does indicate a deeper level commitment and kind of making it official. Like them being able to say, yes, I want you, I want this connection. And you kind of being bound up in each other's energy. Like together, you kind of your thread, the thread of your life and the thread of their life, together being kind of bound together with one another. So much positivity here. I really like it. Let's see what messages they have from you at this time. Messages from your person. You guys, you are my soulmate. Look at that soulmate energy showing up here. Maybe a twin flame as well. This is the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck. I love this for you. So soulmate energy here showing up. I love this. I feel like your person, like, they see you as very special. and kind of magical. Maybe they have been holding back a little bit, or they're a little bit shy. I feel like they're a little bit shy in themselves. Maybe they're an introvert, or they're a little bit shy when it comes, maybe they're confident in other areas of their life, but when it comes to relationships, they've got like a bit of a strong fear of kind of rejection, but particularly rejection from you, that maybe you don't want this, or you don't want to give it another go, or whatever it is, or that you don't want to take it any further. But yeah, they see you as very special. There's definitely soulmate energy here. What I'm hearing from Spirit is this can go the distance as well. So that's an energy that I'm picking up on, that this can go the distance. No one lights me up and inspires me like you do. This is from the White Rose Oracle deck. So they find you very inspirational. They love to kind of, they feel kind of just light and breezy and happy when they're around you. Okay, it's like you take their mind off their troubles, their worries, the kind of weight of their responsibility, and like when they're with you, they really feel like they're in the kind of present moment. They can really connect to the present moment and just kind of being with you, which I think is really nice. Let's take a look. We have the card codependency. So this may be why they're a little bit reticent. Maybe they've been in the past in a relationship that was perhaps what I'm picking up on is like not a particularly healthy dynamic, and this is something that they've kind of had to deal with. Maybe it felt like they were a little bit trapped, or that the other person relied on them too much. This is their past energy that I'm picking up on, and so you know, this is, you know, they did learn a lot about themselves as a result of that connection. So we have the card love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I really sense that that's in your energy, actually, that you're in a very healthy place right now, that you're in a very healthy energy. If I can get it to focus, there you go. Within yourself, like you've done a lot of work on yourself. And this is how you're able to kind of call this soulmate energy into your life. It's kind of that love that you have for yourself, where you're like, do you know what, I am all right, I am lovable, I am enough, is then reflected back at you from the 3D world, from your reality, from the people that you meet, from coming into alignment with somebody. And okay, maybe it isn't all that drama and intensity and all of this, you know, maybe you're keeping it on the down low a little bit, but it's more real is what I'm hearing. It's just like it's more real, and this is why it's got so much long-term potential with this person. So, which I think is really nice. I want to draw one of these Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Here we go. We have Demonstrate Love. This is a 48, breaks down to a 12, breaks down to a 3. Says, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So I see your person being able to kind of show their love for you. They've been kind of keeping things hidden, keeping things under wraps, keeping it on the down low. Again, you know, this invitation coming, you're away from them, which I think is really nice. Hibiscus flowers represented on this card as well. And a squirrel, so they may be signs for you in this connection, a blue butterfly and a blue tit as well, so they may be signs for you in this connection, and lilies. But yes, I feel like, you know, they want to make you happy. I feel that they'll be able to kind of make a romantic gesture towards you, and that they're going to be able to kind of take that leap of faith and come forward to kind of show you how they really feel if they've been kind of keeping it under wraps. So yeah, I absolutely love this for you. It's been a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. It has been my honor to read your cards as always. And if you feel called to, please check out my books. I've written them from the heart: Attract Soulmate Love and Feminine Frequency. They are about feminine energy, dating and relationships. That's Attract Soulmate Love. If you want to kind of come into alignment with someone, you can use feminine energy to do that, and feminine energy communication. Feminine energy is yin energy, okay? We all flow with both energies, but in a romantic relationship, there's always one partner who's shows up as the masculine energy and one partner who shows up as the feminine energy partner, regardless of your gender or sexual orientation. All right, so check that out if you want to learn more, if you want to find out more. I've got an IGTV series about that over at Lumiere_mystic, and you can find out more on my website. It's all linked down below, lumieretarot.com. But I'm sending you love and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye bye.